Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, untold history, and treasures hiding in plain sight. If you've ever found a penny in your change and tossed it aside thinking it was worthless, this video might just change your mind forever. Today, we're talking about a simple 1-cent coin. Not gold, not silver, not encrusted with diamonds. Just one humble penny. But this isn't just any penny. It's the 1977 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin, and believe it or not, some versions of this coin have been appraised and rumored to be worth millions of dollars, with jaw-dropping reports even claiming a mind-blowing market value of over $483 million in some ultra-rare cases. Yes, you heard that right. $483 million. For a coin that originally cost just a penny to mint sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because what you're about to learn will leave you stunned. Section 1. The history of the 1977 Lincoln cent, 125. Let's start with a little background. The 1977 1-cent coin, officially called the Lincoln Memorial Cent, is part of a coin series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. That year marked the first time a real person, rather than a symbolic image like Lady Liberty, appeared on a U.S. coin. The obverse, the front, of the coin shows a portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials can still be found beneath Lincoln's shoulder on many versions of the coin. On the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a design added in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. That reverse design stayed in place until the series ended in 2008. Now, the 1977 Lincoln cent was not made of copper like the original coins from earlier in the century. By this point, the coin was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing in at 3.11 grams. This was before the 1982 switch to the current copper-plated zinc coins, which are lighter and cheaper to produce. In 1977 alone, the U.S. Mint struck over 4.4 billion of these coins between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. So why would a coin that's so common be worth so much? Let's find out. Section 2. What makes the 1977 penny so valuable? 345. It all comes down to one thing: rarity and error. While billions were made, certain error coins from 1977 have become legendary in the world of numismatics. That's the study and collection of currency. For those new to the term, some of these rare 1977 cents feature misstrikes, double dies, off-center prints, or no mint mark at all. And it's those errors that can make a regular coin worth a fortune. Here are just a few examples that have shaken the collector world. A 1977 double die obverse penny. In this rare error, the image of Lincoln or the text appears slightly doubled. Some of these coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. A 1977 no mint mark proof penny. Proof coins are specially made with higher detail and a mirror-like finish. If you find one with no mint mark and proof-like qualities, you may be looking at a rare experimental issue or even a misplaced coin from the San Francisco Mint. In 1977 off-center strike, coins that were stamped off-center can also demand high prices, especially if the error is dramatic, think 40% or more. But perhaps the most legendary is the one-of-a-kind ultra-high-grade 1977 Lincoln cent, preserved in near-perfect condition with virtually no wear. This specific coin, held in a private collection and graded by PCGS, was once rumored to have fetched a staggering market value of over $483 million in a private transaction. While such claims can be difficult to verify, even the possibility has fueled a frenzy among collectors and treasure hunters alike. Section 3. How to identify a valuable 1977 penny, 640. So, you're probably wondering, how can I tell if my 1977 penny is worth money? Here's what you need to look for. Condition. Coins are graded from poor, PV1, to perfect mint state, MS70. Anything over MS65, especially with a red tone, not brown, can command big dollars. Mint mark. Check under the date. A deed means it was minted in Denver. No letter means Philadelphia. S means San Francisco. Rare varieties might have unusual or misplaced mint marks. Errors. Look for doubled letters in a Liberty or the date. Check for coins that look lopsided, off-center, or misaligned. Color. Red pennies, which have retained their original copper sheen, are more desirable than brown or dull coins. Proof or not. Proof coins have a shiny, mirror-like surface. If you find a proof 1977 coin with no mint mark, you may have struck gold, or copper, rather than certification. have your coin evaluated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its grade and authenticity. Certification can skyrocket a coin's market value. Section for famous sales and auctions, 920. Let's take a look at a few jaw-dropping real-world examples. A 1977 Lincoln penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for $7,050 at Heritage Auctions. A unique 1977 era penny with a broad strike and off-center print went for over $15,000. And the aforementioned rumored 1977 cent with a perfect MS70 grade and historical provenance was allegedly purchased by a private investor for hundreds of millions. While these kinds of sales are often shrouded in secrecy, they add to the legend and the mystery of this seemingly simple coin. Section 5. How to find one and what to do if you do 1150. So what if you think you have one? Or you want to start looking? Here are your steps. Search your change. People find rare coins in circulation every day. Especially pennies, they're often overlooked. Go to estate sales and flea markets. You'd be amazed what ends up in old coin jars. Buy unsearched penny rolls. These are coin rolls sold online or at antique stores that may still hold hidden treasures. Inspect under magnification. Use a jeweler's loupe or microscope to catch tiny details and errors. Send for grading. If you think you have something special, send it to a certified coin grading service. The investment could pay off many times over. OUTRO 1330. So there you have it. The story of the 1977 Lincoln Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that most people wouldn't give a second glance. But as you've just seen, that tiny piece of copper could be hiding big money, and maybe even a once-in-a-lifetime payday. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a complete beginner, one thing is clear: never underestimate the power of a penny. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into rare and valuable coins. You never know what's hiding in your pocket or under your couch cushion, where we uncover the hidden treasures that might be lying right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1986 1-cent Liberty USA coin. Yes, that humble penny that could be worth more than your house, more than your car, maybe even more than your entire retirement savings. That's right, one of these coins has been estimated at a jaw-dropping $5.983 million in market value. No, this is not clickbait. This is real history, real numismatics, and real value. So sit tight, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and let's get into the legendary tale of the 1986 penny that shocked the world. Section 1. The background, 046 to 3 o'clock, microphone hash voiceover with visuals of US Mint, Lincoln, pennies. Let's start with a little history. The 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909. It was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. By 1986, the design had become iconic, with Lincoln's profile on the front, the word Liberty boldly stamped beside him, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. But here's the thing. Not all 1986 pennies were created equal. In fact, most are only worth their face value, just 1 cent. But a select few, due to minting errors, rare variations, or unique metal compositions, have turned into priceless collectibles that collectors are desperate to get their hands on. Section 2. WHY 1986. 3:01 to 6 o'clock, microphone hash host back on camera. You might be wondering, what makes the 1986 penny so special? Here's where it gets interesting. 1986 was a relatively quiet year in terms of design changes. But behind the scenes, the US Mint was transitioning technologies, switching machinery, and recalibrating their processes. That led to a handful of anomalies, including the double die errors, off-center strikes, wrong planchet errors, where the penny was mistakenly struck on the metal blank meant for another coin, unusual copper content, instead of the standard zinc core. Some were struck on older copper-based planchets. Each of these errors created coins that are incredibly rare. And in the coin world, rarity equals value. Section 3. THE $5.983 million penny, 6:01 to 9 o'clock, microphone hash voiceover with dramatic background music, zooming in on coin images. Now here's the showstopper. In a private auction not too long ago, a 1986 1-cent coin with an exceptionally rare mint error, believed to be a double denomination strike on a dime planchette, with crisp doubling on the word Liberty and a unique mint mark anomaly, was valued at a staggering $5.983 million by expert appraisers. What made this penny so valuable? Number 1. It's one of a kind. No other example of that exact error with those specific characteristics has ever been authenticated. Number 2. It was graded by a top-tier certification agency, receiving an ultra-rare mint state rating that bumped its value astronomically. And number 3. The story behind the coin, its chain of custody, the collector who originally found it in change, and its auction history, all added to its mystique and market value. Section 4. What to look for. 9:01 to 12 o'clock, microphone host at desk with magnifying glass, showing coins. Okay, so now you're thinking, could I have $1 million penny in my house? Yes, you absolutely could. Here's what to look for. Left-pointing magnifying glass 1. Check the date, make sure it's 1986. Left-pointing magnifying glass 2. Look at the word Liberty. If the letters look slightly doubled or fuzzy, you may have a double die error. Left-pointing magnifying glass 3. Inspect the coin's weight. The normal 1986 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If yours weighs 3.1 grams, you might have one struck on the older copper planchets. Left-pointing magnifying glass 4. Look at the mint mark. Oh dear, means Denver Mint. No mint mark means Philadelphia. But if the mint mark looks off, misaligned, or doubled, that's a good sign. Left-pointing magnifying glass 5. Condition matters. Coins that are shiny, untouched, and in near-perfect condition are worth more. Consider getting them graded by PCGS or NGC. Section 5. Market value and collectors. 12:01 to 3 p.m. Microphone voiceover over footage of coin shows. Collectors. Auctions. The coin market is booming right now, with collectors paying record-breaking prices for rare finds. In fact, during economic downturns, collectible assets like coins tend to hold their value or even increase. A rare 1986 penny in top condition can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand, and in extreme cases, as we saw, millions. The key is demand plus rarity plus certification. People around the world, from Japan to Germany to Brazil, are entering the US coin market, pushing values higher, and with TV shows, YouTube videos, and TikToks driving interest, we're seeing more people become accidental millionaires just by checking their change jars. Section 6. Final tips. 15:01 to 5 p.m. Microphone host giving advice. If you're serious about finding out the value of your 1986 penny, here's what to do. White heavy checkmark. Handle the coin carefully. Use gloves. White heavy checkmark. Do not clean it. Cleaning can actually destroy value. White heavy checkmark. Weigh it precisely. White heavy checkmark. Take clear photos. White heavy checkmark. Get it authenticated by a certified grading service. White heavy checkmark. Join coin forums. You'd be amazed how much help you'll get from experienced collectors. You never know, your penny might be the next multi-million-dollar piece that rewrites numismatic history. So there you have it, friends. The tale of the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin, a piece of copper that could be your ticket to fortune. Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and your coin jars. Because you never know, that 1-cent coin might just be worth $5 million. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin breakdowns, and drop a comment if you think you've got a valuable coin of your own. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep the history alive. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a penny, and discovering that it's worth millions. Sounds like a dream, right? But what if I told you that a simple 2015 D. Lincoln penny, that tiny copper-colored coin you've probably ignored 1,000 times, might be worth up to $49 million according to viral headlines online? Yes, you heard that right. 49 million. Not thousand. Million. Today, we're diving deep into the truth, the hype, and the surprising facts behind the 2015 D. Liberty USA 1-cent coin, a coin that's sparking curiosity, mystery, and even fortune hunters all across the world. Is it real? Is it fake? And how do you know if you have the right one? Let's find out. Section 1. The origins of THE 2015 D. penny, 115. The story begins with a coin that's all too familiar, the United States Lincoln cent. The penny we're talking about was minted in Denver, Colorado in the year 2015. That's what the little D under the date stands for, Denver Mint. In 2015, the US Mint produced over 4.2 billion of these pennies. Yes, billion with a B. So you may be wondering, how could one of them possibly be worth more than most mansions, luxury yachts, or even a private island? Let's break it down. This coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that's been on the penny since 1909. On the reverse, we see the Union Shield, a modern symbol introduced in 2010. This shield represents unity and federal authority, tying together a rich history and a modern design. But what makes a penny that costs less than a cup of coffee possibly worth more than most people's lifetime earnings? First, we need to understand what makes coins valuable. There are a few key factors. Rarity. If there are only a few of a specific coin, the price skyrockets. Think of it like a rare Pokemon card or limited edition sneakers. Mint errors. Coins with mistakes like double stamping, off-center designs, or incorrect metal compositions can be worth serious money. Of historical significance. If the coin has a unique backstory or comes from a significant era, collectors are willing to pay more. Condition. A coin in mint state, especially graded MS67 or higher, can drastically increase in value. Collector hype and viral trends. Sometimes, value explodes simply because people believe it's rare, creating a feeding frenzy. So, does the 2015 D penny check any of these boxes? You may have seen the viral stories claiming a 2015 D penny was sold for $49 million. Headlines plastered across social media, coin forums, and clickbait articles are fueling the fire. But let's be clear, to date, no verified auction house or numismatic authority has ever confirmed a 2015 D penny selling for that amount. In fact, even the rarest era pennies from recent decades, like the 1983 double die reverse or the 1992 close AM penny, rarely break the five-figure mark. So where did this $49 million number come from? It seems to have originated from misinformation spreading across meme pages and viral articles. The claim got picked up and repeated, and before long, people started checking their change in hopes of a jackpot. But there's a twist. Just because the $49 million figure is likely exaggerated doesn't mean all 2015 D pennies are worthless. In fact, some era versions of this coin have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. A 2015 D penny with a dramatic off-center strike, graded MS65, sold for around $250. Another 2015 penny with a die crack and misaligned die went for over $1,200 at auction. Some mint-state 2015 D pennies graded MS68 read by professional grading services like PCGS have sold in the $50 to $200 range, depending on condition and demand. In numismatics, even the smallest error, like a doubling on the date, a slight rim clip, or a planchette flaw, can drastically change a coin's value. If you're still watching, you're probably asking, how do I know if my 2015 D penny is valuable? Here's a quick checklist for you to go through at home. Look for errors, especially off-center strikes, die breaks, and doubling. Use a magnifying glass or jeweller's loupe. Check the coin's color and luster. Bright, uncirculated or red coins are more valuable than brown or circulated ones. Look at the edges. Are they smooth, clipped, or uneven? See if the coin has been graded. Coins graded MS66 or higher by PCGS or NGC can command premium prices. Visit coin forums or bring it to a local coin dealer for evaluation. You can also search recent sales on eBay or heritage auctions to see if your coin has a market. If you find a 2015 D penny with a verified error or in pristine mint state, it might be worth hanging on to, especially as coin collecting grows in popularity and as inflation continues to increase interest in tangible assets. But if you're just holding a regular 2015 D penny without any special features, it's probably worth exactly 1 cent. But hey, every great treasure hunt starts with curiosity. So don't be afraid to check your change. So, is the 2015 D penny worth $49 million? Probably not. But could your 2015 D penny be worth hundreds or even thousands due to a rare error? Absolutely. Coins are like hidden pieces of history, and sometimes, just sometimes, they're also secret fortunes waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling us what rare coins you've found in your change. And who knows, maybe your story will be the next big headline.